Welcome to Six Figure Trucker, the podcast where we share advice on how to be successful in trucking and have fun while doing so. We'll share stories, news, and advice on how to earn six figures in trucking, and we'll speak to guys and gals that are already doing so. Let's get to the show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport, where we elevate and celebrate the truck driver and all their adventures on the road, good, bad, indifferent, everything they've seen, everything they wish they had not seen, time away from family, time away from home, but the benefits that pay off in the end when they're smart and they plan it right in drive-away trucking. But today we're going to take a little different turn, a little different direction. Back in the summer, I had the honor and the privilege to be on Joe Lynch's podcast. Now, Joe Lynch has a podcast called The Logistics of Logistics. He is the guru of logistics, shipping, freight nationally. He's out of Michigan, and he's an incredible guy, quite a interesting guy, great to talk to. He and I sat down, had a podcast for roughly 45, 50 minutes, and it was fantastic. Now, a little bit of background about Joe Lynch. He has on his podcast, if you check him out, frequent episodes with fresh content. Now, he talks about logistics, all types of shipping, and he also gives an inside business look at the whole framework of logistics. He looks at growth, development. He looks at the supply chain, and he has an episode just before the episode that I did with him about MRO and AI technology coming together. It's a great listen for you if you're out there and you have an interest in logistics. Joe Lynch is the guy to go to. Now, his company works around a lot of the innovation, technology, the trends, and the future of freight. Those are some of the touch points, the components that they really dig down and concentrate on. Now, Joe has quite an interesting background. He started way back when with his dad's engineering business, where they designed and developed new products, get this, mostly for the Ford Motor Company. So he's got the background. He knows automotives from a young age and has worked his way through. Now, he became a product development expert after that, and then from that point, he moved on to manage automotive launches in both Thailand and China. Now, this was for Chrysler and their Asian partners. As you would imagine, that type of background, that type of experience on the international scope, on the international stage, is something that really benefited Joe Lynch quite a bit. Now, during our podcast, we talk about each other's past, each other's experiences. Of course, as you guys have listened to me on the podcast know that I'm a Georgia Bulldog alumnus and also a big Bulldogs fan. Now, of course, Joe, on the other side, is a Michigan guy, loves the Wolverines, and I believe right now those two teams are sitting at 1 and 2 in the poll. Now, that's just a little bit of the background on the sports, and Joe asked me a lot of questions about my career in broadcasting, and we kind of talked about the highlights from flying in an F-16 to interviewing Snoop Dogg, shaking hands with former President Bill Clinton. That kind of thing is things that I've done, but you really want to check out Joe Lynch. He's quite a intriguing person, and if you want to know anything about logistics, shipping, that kind of thing, Joe Lynch is the guy you need to turn to. And for us, the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport, we will be back with you next week interviewing another driver, talking with him, who will be sharing his or her experiences about life on the road and the things that make them go, and what is appealing about it, what you have to be prepared for, some of the challenges you may face. But in the meantime, you can check out my interview sitting in with the very engaging Joe Lynch on the Logistics of Logistics podcast. Just look to the show notes below on your format of choice. We'll add all the website and platform links in the show notes. And on that note, have a great day, and we'll see you next week.
Six Figure Trucker is brought to you by Norton Transport. Norton Transport is a drive-away trucking company that customers can rely on. It offers excellent independent contract driving opportunities to professional, courteous, and qualified drivers that can provide the kind of service we deliver. If you're interested in learning more about Norton or just want to subscribe to the show, check out 6-figuretrucker.com. That's 6-figuretrucker.com.